Okay, joined by Lyndsey Davey. Lyndsey, 3 games gone in the Lidl League campaign so far. How can you assess the campaign so far after 3 games?
Yeah, so look, we've had a draw, win and a loss, so a few mixed results, but considering we've so many kind of young players being introduced into the fold, they're probably good results for us. Obviously a little bit disappointed now at the weekend against Cork, but look, we're a very young team. We're just trying to build as we go, and there's a lot of learning experience with the girls, so I think they're doing very well with it, in fairness.
Yeah, you mentioned the game against Cork. I mean, obviously Cork and Dublin have a huge rivalry over the last number of years. How disappointing was it to come away from that, especially with the comeback in that second half, but to come up short in the end?
Yeah, I think we were just disappointed maybe in our own performance. Just our standards probably slipped a little bit just in terms of our negative turnover and stuff. But look, Cork, they're a great side and they put a lot of pressure on us, and we're just the more clinical on the day and deserved the win. But definitely, I suppose it's the game we looked at that, had we been more clinical ourselves, we could have at least walked away with a draw. So to walk away with kind of no points was disappointing in that sense. But look, it just means it's a great opportunity now, kind of coming up against Galway, to see how we're going to react. And like I said, it's fantastic for the young girls coming in to kind of fight for their place now and make it difficult now for girls coming back. But I suppose that's the one thing we're trying to do, is just develop the team as we go.
Yeah, you mentioned Galway. Things don't get any easier after the game against Cork the last day. Galway the next day. What can you expect from them? Obviously, you played them fairly recently in the All-Ireland final last September. So what can you expect from them this time around?
I think it's going to be just another extremely competitive battle. But look, if we can learn from our game against Cork and go after the likes of our possession, not giving away the ball so cheaply, I think it'll be another close encounter.
You mentioned some of the younger players as well have stepped up this year. How big of a boost is it to have that kind of fresh blood in the camp? Because I guess that's important to kind of keep regenerating the panel all the time. Definitely,
and so that's something that Mick has kind of always done as years gone by, just creating that competitive environment where you have a good mix of youth and experienced players. I suppose, like I said, the challenge is now against Galway to see can we up that performance again. But I think the young girls coming in, it is difficult, I suppose, with so many kind of older players not available at the moment. But it's a fantastic opportunity for them, and it's up to them to just push the standards and keep going.
And finally, what's it like coming back into training this time of the year? It's some pretty miserable conditions the past couple of weeks, even the end of last year after winning the All-Ireland last September. What's the drive like this year heading into hopefully another busy few months ahead?
It's just as competitive as always. Now you come back, look, the environment's always great to come back in. There's a great buzz around the camp, and it's brilliant to be a part of it. But yeah, it's just as a competitive environment as always, and we're kind of really looking forward now to the challenge against Galway.